Hello everyone, Dom Sigalas here, and on this video I'm going to show you a brand new feature that we have on the latest OS updates for the Yamaha Montage and the MONTAGE Smart Morph. Now the Montage, as you probably know, is a very powerful synthesizer. We have two synth engines inside. We have the AWM2 engine. This has all the incredible acoustic pianos, electric pianos, strings, brass, guitars, you name it. You have all the sounds that you might need for a live performance or in the studio. But the AWM2 engine also allows you to create some incredible subtractive synthesis sounds, analog style sounds, all these sort of things. Now on the other side, we have the FMX engine, and this is a hell of an FM synthesizer. It has 8 operators, a plethora of algorithms, and you can create sounds that were not possible before. And it also allows you to load legacy sounds from older synthesizers like the Yamaha DX7. Of course, the engine is very, very deep now, and we have all the motion control synthesis in the Montage and the MONTAGE to kind of animate it, make it more interesting, make it even more evolving when you're creating your own FM sounds. But what I want to talk about today is a new feature that we have with the new operating system updates for the Montage and the MONTAGE, and that's Smart Morph. So what is Smart Morph in a nutshell? Smart Morph allows you to create FM sounds at the push of a button. You can create sounds that were not possible to create before, even on the Montage and the MONTAGE. It also allows you to create sounds that morph and evolve through time, and you can create very, very interesting sounds, from smooth sounds to completely aggressive to cinematic sounds to incredible drones to leads. And the great thing is that even if you don't have any experience with FM synthesis, you can do it. I'm going to show you how on this video. Now, before I do this, I want to play for you a few FMX sounds so that you can hear the quality of the FMX engine. So I'm going to go to the preset live set for FM sounds, and I'm going to play the first one. This is called FM CS80 Brass. So the very first thing that hits you when you play an FMX sound is the richness and the incredible low end. Listen to this. Now let's play another sound. This is called FM PWM pad. I'll just let the sound speak. So these sounds are purely FM. There's nothing else to it. But because of the amount of control that we have in the Montage, I can control so many different parameters of the FMX engine at once that I can get all these evolving, really, really interesting sounds. I'm going to play some more. And of course, like everything with FMX synthesis, the sounds are really, really dynamic. Let's play this one. This is one of my favorites, FM Warm Shivers. And one more. So I wanted to give you a quick taste of what you can expect with the FMX engine. Now we're going to dive into the Smart Morph. So if you're a Montage or MODX user, you might already know that in order to create a new sound from scratch, you go to category search, you go initial, and then you select an initial normal FMX sound. And this sounds like this. And then you can go and dive into the sound, start treating your operators, choosing your algorithm, and all these things. But now with Smart Morph, we have a very, very fast way if you want to create FMX sounds, and some really, really powerful FMX sounds, that is. Let me show you how it works. Let's build a sound together right now. So all you need to do is go hit Smart Morph, and now we are inside the Smart Morph menu. Go Edit, and here is where I can select some sounds, some performances. So I can go here. As you can see, we have 8 slots, 9 to 16. So what we need to do now is we need to feed the Montage and the MODX some FMX sounds so that it can create a Smart Morph sound out of these sounds. And these sounds can be anything. It can be presets, it can be your own sounds that you have sound design. Sky's the limit. Let's start creating a sound from scratch. So now let's have the first sound on part number 9. I'm going to go to a pad, select this one. Beautiful. Let's go to part 10. I'm going to add another pad here. Beautiful. Now part 11. I'm going to go to the brass category and select this sound. Nice. Now 12. This is pretty nice. 13. Dreamy FM keys, very nice. And I'm going to add another one. You can add as many as you want. Going to go strings and add the FM strings. And that's it. My job here is done. From now on, I only need to push learn. And now the Montage is taking all the information from these sounds and it's going to create a Smart Morph sound for us. So as you can see, it's doing its magic. There we go. Now we have our sound. And now I can immediately play it. I don't know how much time it would take me to create this sound on my own. But there we go. That's not all though. Let me show you what you can do now. First of all, I can hit exit and go to my homepage, and you will see that now I have the Smart Morph display right here. Now, what can I do with this display? I can just tap and the sound will change immediately depending on where I tap on this nice, colorful display. So you can imagine, you can hear how many different sounds we have in this universe that the Smart Morph just created for us. So now, where can we take this next? I can go back to Smart Morph and now I can start introducing a super knob path so that we can morph from one sound to the other. Let me show you how. It's very, very simple. I go super knob, I activate it, and now you will see that my super knob will morph the sound according to the path that I set. But let's say I don't like this kind of path. What can I do? I can go here and completely modify this path. And maybe I want to set it like this. And now my super knob will follow this direction. I like that. Now, of course, if I'm finished with this, I can go out and now I can start editing this sound. The great thing is that this is now a single part. Everything happens in this single part. So I can go here, I can click edit, and now I can start adding effects. For example, I might want to add a chorus. Let's go here, add a chorus. And maybe for my insert B, I can add a reverb. Let's go like that. Let's say 3 seconds. And maybe for the chorus, I might want to control it with the mode wheel. So I can hit control assign, mode wheel, and now I'm going to use the super knob to control the sound. And you can see how many different sounds you can get out of a single Smart Morph sound. You can go aggressive, you can go smooth, you can go pad, you can do all these different things. And the great thing is, if you like any one of these sounds, let's say I like this sound, I can hit Shift and set it to a scene. I'm going to try an alternative travel as well to explore some more of the sounds. Let's have a listen here. So now I can start adding these positions to my scenes. For example, let's say I like this. I hit Shift, set it to scene number 1. Now let's change the position of my point here. I like that. Shift and scene number 2. And now this is stored in scene number 2. Now, a little bit more. Shift, scene number 3, and maybe all the way here. Shift, scene number 4. And now I can switch between all these different sounds using one single part using my synths here. And all this from a single Smart Morph sound. It goes without saying that if you want, you can automate this using the motion sequencers. So I can turn this on, go to my motion control, go to my super knob, activate my motion sequencer, and now my motion sequencer is controlling my super knob and all these Smart Morph parameters at once. This is going to be a little bit of a robotic, glitchy sound. Let's have a listen. See what I'm saying? These sounds were impossible to create before Smart Morph. It's so complex, and there are so many FM parameters that are being changed under the hood that this is only possible using the Smart Morph. So I'm going to play now some sounds so that you can hear what you can do with Smart Morph. So I'm going to go to my live set, and I'm going to go to the best of version 3.5. And for this one, I had the pleasure to create some of the sounds so I can give you some more inside information on how I created them and how I went about it. So the first sound, drone generator, is one of the sounds that I've created, and it sounds like this. So if I turn off the motion sequencer, you will see that there are so many different sounds. You can see all the parameters changing here. So there are so many different sounds throughout this whole super knob travel. Let's have a listen. And because there are so many different sounds, I've assigned all these sounds to scenes. So for example, I can have this in here. The next sound that I want to show you is called FM Bass Gallery XL, and this is a sound that I wanted to have for a long time, and the Smart Morph just made it possible. So what we have in this sound, it's one single part, but it has pretty much all the FM bass sounds that I would like to use. For example, now if I go to scene number 2, number 3, punchy. I can make it super wide with the mode wheel. Let's go to other synths. So now if I control the sound with the super knob, I can take a trip throughout all these sounds. Let's try another sound. This is one of my favorites, and it's called Hydrodrone. This is not a sound that I've designed, but it's amazing. Great. Synthetic heart, again, if you're into sci-fi. Another one of the sounds that I've designed is called Morph the EP. And again, it's like a library of EP sounds, FM, EP sounds, right here on the scenes using just one part. So now the motion sequencer is controlling the super knob, and you will hear that the sound is animating. So all these different sounds using just one single part. The same goes for celestial ornaments. I had exactly the same thing in mind, but for bells. And still one single sound, or the clavinet. So as you can see, the sonic possibilities with the Smart Morph are pretty much endless. There are so many different combinations that you can try, and every time you're going to get a completely different, unique sound. Now, if you're an experienced sound designer, I can guarantee you the Smart Morph will give you sounds that you won't be able to get in any other way. So it's a really nice source of inspiration. You can really create amazing sounds that are really, really complex and really sophisticated. Now, if you have no idea about FM synthesis, then Smart Morph is definitely for you. It will inspire you. You can create new sounds at the push of a button, literally, and you can build your own library of FM sounds without having to know all the ins and outs about FM synthesis. So thank you so much for watching this. I hope you have loads of fun with Smart Morph. I hope you create some amazing sounds with it, and I'll see you soon.